This Buddhist mindset will make you love your life again. Imagine waking up to a life where every moment feels meaningful, where stress and dissatisfaction give way to peace and gratitude. The Buddhist approach to life offers a profound shift in perspective, one that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. By embracing ancient wisdom and practical mindfulness, you can rediscover joy and fulfillment in ways you never imagined. Stay until the end for a life-changing lesson that could transform your view of existence, as we journey through timeless teachings and real-life stories to inspire you to love your life again. Chapter 1: The Art of Fully Living. Life isn't a race to the finish line, but a collection of fleeting moments, each one holding the potential for profound beauty. Reflect on the last time you were truly present. Perhaps it was during a quiet evening watching the sunset, a shared laugh with a loved one, or even a simple moment of solitude. These instances, no matter how brief, carry the essence of Ichigo Ichie, one time, one meeting. This Japanese philosophy teaches us to cherish each moment as unique and unrepeatable. The story of a traveler. Picture a traveler in Kyoto, pausing under a cherry blossom tree. He was captivated by the blossom's delicate beauty as they fluttered to the ground. For him, this was not just a fleeting spectacle but a profound reminder that life, like the cherry blossoms, is transient. This realization changed his outlook, inspiring him to approach every interaction and experience with reverence, as though it were his last opportunity to engage fully. Lessons from everyday life. Imagine your morning routine. Often, we rush through it, making coffee while mentally preparing for the tasks ahead. But what if you paused? Feel the warmth of the mug in your hands. Inhale the rich aroma, and savor each sip. Suddenly, an ordinary act transforms into a moment of joy and presence. In our fast-paced world, Ichigo Ichie invites us to slow down. It encourages us to take deliberate pauses and immerse ourselves fully in the present. When we appreciate the irreplaceable nature of each moment, even the mundane becomes extraordinary. Practical applications. Start integrating this mindset into your daily life. Dedicate time each day to noticing something beautiful, no matter how small. It could be the way sunlight filters through the trees or the sound of children laughing in the distance. Keep a gratitude journal to record these moments, reminding yourself of the richness hidden in everyday life. Cherishing relationships. This philosophy also extends to our interactions. Treat every conversation as a unique opportunity to connect. Truly listen to others, giving them your full attention. By doing so, you honor the unrepeatable nature of that moment. A new perspective on time. Recognize that time isn't something to conquer or control but a flow to experience. Just as the cherry blossoms bloom for only a short season, our lives are filled with moments that won't come again. By embracing this truth, we free ourselves from the rush to achieve and instead learn to savor life's simple, unrepeatable gifts. A call to action. As you go through your day, make it a point to pause and ask yourself, what makes this moment special? With practice, you'll discover a deeper appreciation for life's fleeting beauty, transforming ordinary experiences into extraordinary memories. Chapter 2: Embracing Impermanence. Impermanence is not something to fear but a profound truth to embrace. Everything in life, joys, challenges, relationships, is fleeting. Recognizing this reality enables us to cherish what we have while it lasts and to let go gracefully when it passes. The beauty of the cherry blossom. Picture a cherry blossom tree in full bloom. Its delicate petals sway in the wind, offering a breathtaking sight. But their beauty lies in their brevity. Soon, they fall, carried away by the breeze. If cherry blossoms lasted forever, would they hold the same wonder? their impermanence makes them precious. Just as life's fleeting moments make it extraordinary. Lessons from nature. Nature constantly reminds us of impermanence. Consider the changing seasons or the way a river flows, always moving. Never the same. This is the essence of life itself. Fighting impermanence is futile. But embracing it can bring peace and clarity. Practical applications. Begin by practicing gratitude for the present moment. Each day, reflect on what you have and what brings you joy. No matter how small. It could be the laughter of a friend, the warmth of a sunny day, or the comfort of your favorite book. Writing these down reinforces their value. Letting go of perfection. Life doesn't need to be perfect to be meaningful. Often, it is in the imperfections that we find beauty, like the chipped mug that holds your coffee or the candid moments captured in a photo. Accepting life as it is, rather than as it should be, frees us to experience it fully. Turning loss into lessons. Impermanence also teaches us resilience. When we lose something, a job, a relationship, or an opportunity, we gain the chance to grow. These losses, painful as they may be, shape us and often lead to unexpected blessings. Story of a storm. A farmer once lamented the storm that destroyed his crops. Yet, as he replanted, he discovered the soil had become more fertile, yielding a stronger harvest. This story reflects the Buddhist teaching that within every loss lies the seed of renewal. A call to action. Look at your life today. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Practice releasing it, trusting that impermanence makes way for new growth. By doing so, you create space for joy, gratitude, and transformation. Chapter 3. The freedom of single tasking. In today's hyper-connected world, multitasking is often celebrated as a skill. Yet, it fragments our attention and diminishes our ability to fully engage with the present. Single tasking, in contrast, offers a pathway to clarity, focus, and deeper satisfaction. The metaphor of the guitar. Imagine a musician tuning a guitar. If they try to adjust all the strings at once, chaos ensues, and harmony is impossible. But when they focus on one string at a time, the instrument begins to sing. Life operates the same way. When we focus on one thing at a time, we create harmony in the present moment. Lessons from Buddhist wisdom. Zen teachings often emphasize mindfulness in every action. When walking, walk. When eating, eat. This simplicity underscores the power of being fully present in whatever we do. The cost of multitasking. Think about the last time you ate a meal while scrolling through your phone or had a conversation while planning your next task. These divided moments leave us feeling scattered and disconnected. Research shows that multitasking reduces efficiency and increases stress, robbing us of the joy inherent in simple acts. Practical application. Choose one activity each day to perform with full attention. It could be as mundane as washing dishes or as engaging as a conversation with a friend. Notice the details, the sensations, and the emotions that arise when you give something your undivided focus. The power of boundaries. Set clear boundaries to protect your focus. Turn off notifications during important tasks. Designate screen-free times, and create an environment conducive to concentration. These practices not only enhance productivity but also cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment. The gift of patience. Single tasking requires patience and the willingness to slow down. By embracing this pace, we learn that life is not a race but a journey to be savored. Like the musician tuning their guitar, the process itself becomes a source of joy. A call to action. Reflect on your daily routines. Where can you introduce single tasking? Begin with small steps and gradually expand this practice. You'll discover that by doing less, you achieve more, not in quantity, but in the quality of your experiences. Chapter 4: Releasing Regret and Anxiety. Imagine walking through life carrying two heavy suitcases, one filled with regret about the past, and the other packed with anxiety about the future. Each step feels harder, the weight bearing down on you, slowing your journey. But what if you could set those suitcases down and walk freely? The burden of regret ties us to moments that have already passed. Moments we cannot change. It whispers, "If only," and keeps us trapped in a cycle of guilt and longing. Yet, Buddhist philosophy teaches that regret can be transformed into wisdom. By acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them, we can move forward with clarity and compassion for ourselves. Practical application for letting go of regret. When regret surfaces, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Write down the lesson and a positive action you can take moving forward. Then, visualize yourself releasing the regret like a balloon floating into the sky. The weight of anxiety, on the other hand, pulls us into an imagined future filled with what ifs. It robs us of the present moment, replacing it with fear and uncertainty. Buddhist teachings emphasize grounding ourselves in the now, as the present is the only moment we truly have. Mindfulness to alleviate anxiety. Practice grounding techniques when anxiety strikes. Feel your feet on the ground. Take deep breaths, and focus on what you can see, hear, and feel around you. This anchors you to the present and calms the mind. Chapter 5: Loving More Deeply Through Awareness. Love and connection are at the heart of human existence. Yet they often get lost in the chaos of daily life. Buddhist teachings remind us to bring full awareness to our relationships, transforming ordinary interactions into profound connections. The sandcastle analogy. Imagine building a sandcastle on the shore. You pour your heart into shaping it. But no matter how beautiful it is, the tide will eventually wash it away. Relationships are much the same, fleeting, impermanent, but profoundly meaningful in the moment. Their impermanence encourages us to cherish them fully. Presence in relationships. To love more deeply, we must first learn to be present. Think of the last conversation you had with someone you care about. Were you fully there, listening with your heart? Or were you distracted, perhaps thinking about what to say next or glancing at your phone? When we give someone our undivided attention, we communicate that they matter. Practical tips for awareness in relationships. Start small. When talking to someone, put away distractions and focus entirely on the interaction. Notice their words, tone, and body language. Reflect their emotions back to them, showing that you understand and care. The gift of gratitude. Express gratitude for the people in your life, whether it's a simple thank you or a heartfelt note. Acknowledging their presence deepens your bond. Over time, this practice transforms relationships into sources of mutual joy and support. The parable of the sandalwood tree. In Buddhist tradition, the sandalwood tree is said to emit fragrance even to the axe that cuts it down. This symbolizes the power of love and compassion to persist even in difficult circumstances. Applying this lesson, we can strive to bring kindness to our interactions, even when faced with challenges. A call to action. Treat each interaction as though it could be the last. Not out of fear, but to infuse it with meaning. By approaching relationships with awareness, gratitude, and intention, you'll discover a deeper capacity to love and be loved. Chapter 6: Finding Joy in the Small Things. In the search for happiness, Many of us focus on big milestones or achievements, a promotion, a dream vacation, or buying a new house. While these events can bring temporary joy, Buddhist philosophy reminds us that lasting happiness is found in the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The beauty of ordinary moments. Imagine the smell of fresh rain, the warmth of a morning sunbeam, or the sound of your favorite song. These moments may seem trivial, but they are the fabric of life. Joy doesn't come from extraordinary experiences, it blooms in the ordinary. Practicing mindfulness in daily life. Mindfulness is the key to uncovering joy in small things. By paying full attention to your current experience, you deepen your appreciation for it. Whether you're drinking a cup of tea, folding laundry, or watching children play, focus on the sensations, sights, and sounds. You'll find these small acts transform into sources of joy. The ripple effect of gratitude. Gratitude amplifies happiness. Start a daily practice of writing down 3 small things you're grateful for. Over time, this habit trains your mind to focus on the positive, even during challenging times. The parable of the golden fish. A monk once told his disciple about a golden fish in a small pond. The fish, though confined, found joy in the water and the sunlight. The disciple asked, "Shouldn't the fish seek the ocean to be truly happy?" The monk replied, "Happiness isn't about size or grandeur, it's about appreciating where you are." A call to action. Begin each day by noticing one small thing that brings you joy. It could be the softness of your pillow, the aroma of breakfast, or a kind word from a colleague. These moments, when treasured, become the foundation of a fulfilling life. Chapter 7. The illusion of control. Life often feels like a river we want to direct and control. But the more we resist its natural flow, the more we struggle. The illusion of control can lead to frustration and suffering. Buddhist philosophy encourages us to let go of this illusion and trust in the natural rhythm of life. The river metaphor. Imagine standing in a river, trying to push the water in the direction you want it to flow. Your effort is exhausting and futile because the river moves according to its own current. Similarly, life flows on its own, regardless of our attempts to control every aspect of it. By learning to move with the river rather than against it, we conserve energy and find peace. Lessons from letting go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means focusing on what we can control, our attitudes, actions, and responses. By releasing the need to control outcomes, we open ourselves to new possibilities and greater resilience. Practical applications. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel the need for control. Reflect on whether this need is serving you or causing unnecessary stress. For example, instead of trying to control others' behavior, focus on your own reactions. Practice accepting uncertainty by taking small risks and observing the results. The gift of adaptability. Letting go of control makes us more adaptable. Just as a tree bends in the wind but doesn't break, we become more resilient when we trust life's natural course. This adaptability allows us to navigate challenges with grace and composure. The parable of the broken pot. A man carried water in 2 pots, one of which was cracked and leaked water along the path. One day, the cracked pot apologized for its flaw. The man replied, "Have you noticed the flowers along the path? They grew because of the water you leaked." This story reminds us that imperfections and unexpected outcomes often lead to beauty and growth. A call to action. Each day, practice letting go of one small thing you can't control. It could be a minor inconvenience or a situation outside your influence. Notice how releasing control brings a sense of relief and freedom. Over time, this practice will help you embrace life's uncertainties with confidence and peace. Chapter 8: Growth Through Discomfort. Discomfort is an unavoidable part of life. Yet it often holds the key to our greatest growth. Buddhist philosophy teaches that by facing discomfort with openness, we can transform pain into wisdom and resilience. The lesson of the lotus flower grows in muddy waters. Yet it rises above the surface to bloom in pristine beauty. This powerful image reminds us that challenges and discomfort are the fertile ground for growth and transformation. Without the mud, the lotus could not thrive. Reframing discomfort as opportunity, instead of avoiding discomfort, we can choose to see it as a teacher. Whether it's a difficult conversation, a failed project, or a personal setback, these experiences often reveal our strengths and areas for growth. By leaning into the discomfort, we unlock new perspectives and skills. Practical applications: the next time you face a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Writing down your reflections can help you uncover the hidden lessons within the discomfort. Over time, this practice will build your capacity for resilience. The practice of patience. Discomfort often demands patience with ourselves, others, and the process of growth. By cultivating patience, we learn to sit with discomfort without rushing to fix or escape it. This stillness allows us to fully process and integrate the experience. Story of the blacksmith. A blacksmith forges steel by exposing it to intense heat and hammering it into shape. Similarly, life's challenges shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. Each difficulty we face is like a hammer strike, refining our character. A call to action: identify one area in your life where you've been avoiding discomfort. Take one small step toward facing it. Whether it's having a difficult conversation or tackling a long postponed task, approach it with curiosity and courage. You may find that the discomfort you feared holds the key to your next breakthrough. Chapter 9: The Power of Letting Go. Life often feels like a balancing act of holding on and letting go. Buddhist philosophy reminds us that true freedom and inner peace come from the ability to release what no longer serves us, creating space for growth, joy, and authenticity. The tree metaphor. Imagine a tree weighed down by dead branches. These branches, though once vital, now block sunlight and steal energy from the tree's growth. When pruned, the tree thrives, growing taller and stronger. Similarly, letting go of emotional, mental, or physical clutter allows us to flourish. Letting go of attachments. Attachments often stem from fear of loss, failure, or the unknown. We cling to people, possessions, and even past versions of ourselves, believing they define our identity. However, Buddhist teachings remind us that everything is impermanent, and clinging only causes suffering. By releasing attachments, we open ourselves to the freedom of being present and fully alive. Practical applications. Start small by identifying one area in your life where attachment is holding you back. This could be an outdated goal, a toxic relationship, or even material possessions that no longer bring you joy. Practice letting go, whether by donating items, setting boundaries, or simply acknowledging that it's time to move on. The practice of acceptance. Letting go also involves accepting what we cannot change. When we stop resisting reality, we free up energy to focus on what truly matters. This acceptance doesn't mean complacency, rather, it empowers us to take meaningful action from a place of clarity and peace. The story of the bamboo. A Zen master once showed his student a grove of bamboo, explaining how it bends with the wind without breaking. The bamboo teaches us the strength of flexibility, he said. By yielding, it survives and thrives. This story illustrates how letting go of rigidity and embracing change can lead to resilience and growth. The role of forgiveness. Letting go often involves forgiving ourselves and others. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a heavy stone, it only weighs us down. By forgiving, we release the burden and make room for healing and compassion. A call to action. Reflect on one area of your life where letting go could bring freedom. Take a concrete step toward release. Whether it's having a heartfelt conversation, journaling your feelings, or meditating on the concept of impermanence. Over time, this practice will cultivate a sense of lightness and renewal. The gift of renewal. When we let go, we create space for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences to enter our lives. Just as the tree flourishes after pruning, we grow stronger and more vibrant when we release what no longer serves us. Embrace the power of letting go and discover the freedom to live authentically and joyfully. Chapter 10. Loving life one moment at a time. As we conclude this journey through Buddhist wisdom, let's reflect on a simple yet transformative truth. Life is a series of moments. By learning to love each moment, we cultivate a deeper appreciation for life itself. The practice of mindful presence. To love life one moment at a time, we must first learn to be fully present. This means letting go of distractions, regrets, and anxieties, and instead focusing on the here and now. Each breath, each interaction, and each experience is an opportunity to connect deeply with ourselves and the world around us. The parable of the tea ceremony. In a traditional Japanese tea ceremony, every movement is intentional, every gesture an expression of mindfulness. The host and guest share a unique moment, never to be repeated. This practice reminds us that life's beauty lies in its impermanence and the attention we bring to it. Gratitude as a daily practice. Cultivating gratitude helps us recognize life's abundance. Take time each day to reflect on what brings you joy and peace, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the blessings already present in our lives. Embracing imperfection. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Even in challenges, there is growth. Even in pain, there is resilience. By embracing life as it is, with all its flaws and beauty, we learn to love it more fully. A final call to action. As you move forward, carry these lessons with you. Approach each day with curiosity, compassion, and an open heart. Whether it's savoring a cup of tea, sharing a kind word, or simply taking a deep breath, remember that these small acts of mindfulness are the building blocks of a joyful life. Conclusion. Join us on the path to Buddhist wisdom. Thank you for taking this journey with us. If you found these teachings meaningful, consider joining our community by subscribing to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom. By subscribing, you'll gain access to more insights, stories, and practices to help you live a more mindful and fulfilling life. Together, we can continue exploring the beauty of the present moment, one step at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Let's inspire each other to live fully and love life again.